Oh, what's up, everybody?
First question, fourth row on the right side.
Marcus Thompson with The Athletic. Can you talk about just the value and importance Drew has for the journey you've been able to accomplish?
Which Drew? You Drew Gooden or
No,
Drew Gordon?
Drew Gordon, sorry.
Okay, because Drew
your,
Gooden,
your brother.
Drew Gooden has been a big help too, but my bigger brother has been there every step of the way. You know, he is. We battled on the basketball court, on and off the floor, and he's just somebody that has been so solid and kept it so real with me from day one. I can't even really answer that in just such a short amount of time. You know, I would need so much time to elaborate on how my big brother has been there and just shaped my life and shown me what to do and what not to do, how to move, and just how to act and how to just hold yourself. You know, it made me tough. You know, big bro made me tough when it comes down to it.
Gabriel from the Denver Post. When you have such a long layoff, and obviously they're coming off a long series, how do you press that advantage in rest? I mean, is it as simple as just trying to play fast, or are there other things you can do to sort of make them feel that disadvantage in rest?
I don't know. What would you suggest? I guess just play fast, you know, play for all 48 minutes. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, just play faster.
On the left side, fifth row.
Mick Miller, Fox 31. Obviously, growing up, I'm sure you watched the NBA Finals, dreamed of these moments. So how do you balance the enjoying this moment, reflecting on your basketball journey while also staying locked in on winning these next 4 games?
I would just be deeply present. I think that's a reward in its own right. Just being in the moment and enjoying this. Regardless of the outcome, regardless of what happens, just being present with my brothers out there battling, attempting to bring home a championship.
In the back row, center.
Tony Jones from The Athletic. You had Karl Anthony Towns the first series. You had LeBron James last series. You had Kevin Durant. You know, just as your primary responsibilities. I'm sure you're going to spend a lot of possessions on Jimmy Butler. What do you think of that matchup, and what are some of the things that you can take from the first 3 series and kind of apply it to guarding Jimmy?
Well, staying out of foul trouble is going to be really crucial. Jimmy does a great job of seeking contact and getting the refs to make a decision. Well, I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I think out of everybody that you mentioned, I think Jimmy could potentially be the most complete player out of those guys, and that's saying a lot, you know, as far as just the offensive package, the defensive package, and then the in-between, too, the transition, the cuts, the offensive rebounds, you know. He can shoot the 3. He can make the 3. He can make the midi. He can get to the cup, and he does it through 48 minutes. So he's a difficult cover for sure. I would just say to stay out of foul trouble is huge. Jimmy's also a really smart player. I know he's going to try and get the switch a lot, so I'm not the primary defender. But I'm just going to do my best to make it difficult with him, use my size, continue to use my physicality, and use my speed.
Right side, second row.
Dan Devine, Yahoo Sports. You and Jeff were together in Orlando. Different set of circumstances back then. Coming back together now. He's one of the few vets on the team that's got finals experience. I'm wondering if you've had any conversations with him about kind of how to prep for this, next level up, or any other conversations with some of the vets you've had over the years.
I mean, that's my brother. That's my brother. Jeff is that's my big bro. Like you said, we played in Orlando together. Kind of different opportunity. Different circumstances, and coming back together, and this organization has been a blessing. You know, just to see eye to eye, relearn each other, and just know that you have a brother in the locker room for real. He gives me little advice and tidbits here and there texts before the games. And it's just all encouraging, and just the belief that we have in each other is amazing. You know, I used to watch Jeff Green growing up, and I've always been a fan of his game forever. You know, he's an incredible talent, and just an awesome dude to have on the floor and in the locker room as well.
Second row, left side.
Tyler King, Denver Gazette. Aaron, I talked with one of your former college coaches, Coach Pasternak, the other day, and he mentioned a story early on in your year at Arizona about telling you to stop practicing so hard, overworking yourself. Just curious if you've had a chance to kind of reflect on your journey these last 10 years from Arizona all the way now to competing for a title for this year.
That's a real thing. It's been a reoccurring theme in my life. It's been a reoccurring thing, just overworking to the point of diminishing return. And it's like working so much to the point where now it's game time, and now I have like a nagging injury or a nagging ailment or something like that. And I'm finally, you know, taking the needle off of that broken record. You know, so I've conserved enough energy and made sure that I stayed in the right rhythm. That's how I've always been. I've been a workhorse. I try and be the hardest working player on the team, which is hard in this organization. There's a lot of really hard workers, so it's not an easy task. But now it's just about trusting the work that I have put in from that point, from before that up until now, and then just, you know, like I said before, just the presence and being in the moment and letting it all go.
We'll take two more questions on the left side. Tanya?
Tanya Ganguly, New York Times. You talked a lot about the basketball challenge that Jimmy poses. Another thing he's pretty good at is getting under someone's skin. What do you see in terms of how he does that, and is that something that you've thought about, you know, not getting tied up with when you're there with him?
Jimmy's not like a crazy talker. You know, he doesn't talk too wild. I think he talks if you start with him, or if he gets rolling, he might start chirping a little bit. But I think what gets under people's skin about Jimmy is his calm and collectedness. You know, through 48 minutes, he's very poised and he's very calm, and I think that's really what irks other people.
Last question, Sean?
What's it like to catch Sean Powell from NBA.com. What's it like to catch passes from a 7-foot center, and how long did it take you to get used to those passes?
Not at all. It didn't take me long at all. It's an amazing luxury, you know, for a center, for Nikola, a big fella like himself, being able to just see the floor. He sees everything on the floor even before it even happens. So if you double team, he can pass over the top of the double team. And he can pass with his left hand, his right hand, off of a spin. So he always keeps the defense off balance. You just always have to be ready to shoot. Always have to be ready to score. That's one thing that I've learned. And it's almost like clockwork when I came in. Because I love to play like that. I love to cut. I love to, get out of the defender's vision and make him pay for that. So it's been a blessing.
Thank you, Aaron.
All right, so thank you guys.